Well, this time of year, you'd expect to see a lot of blue on the map. We have certainly seen that every single morning, but look at this. Our afternoon temperatures not featuring a lot of that cold blue look to it here on the temperature map. Yes, 40s are winning out in just about every location already here through the early part of the afternoon. Woodstock, which was one of the locations down in the teens this morning, is all the way up into 51 degrees. And we could see a few more spots closer to I-95 getting into the lower 50s, but generally the heart of the four-state region is going to feature those middle and upper 40s here this afternoon. And again, this isn't a stark contrast from yesterday, but we have at least bumped those temperatures up a few degrees from 24 hours ago, and that's the gradual warming trend we will continue to see through today and tomorrow before we start to cool down just a little bit. There's that batch of clouds that was developing earlier on that gave us some slightly cloudy skies that cleared out, but another wave is developing off to the north and west. So most of the mountain locations today really aren't going to catch a break from the cloud cover here, as we're seeing that redevelopment of clouds across the Laurel Highlands and portions of Garrett and Allegheny counties. But as you track back to the east of I-81, you're in the clear. We don't have to worry about as much cloud cover across I-95 and through central Maryland and northern Virginia this afternoon. So generally, we're talking about a mostly sunny sky and again, pretty beautiful conditions, but there will be some clouds around back to the west that we will have to deal with the rest of the day. Now tomorrow, like I mentioned, temperatures will be peaking into those lower and even middle 50s in a few locations, and then that leads to that first storm system, the first one we've seen that's been significant enough since New Year's Day. That's going to create some light rain and some flakes along the higher elevations as we go late Friday night into Saturday morning. So we finally see that next frontal system cross the area. But for the time being, we're not going to have to deal with that. There's going to be just that cloud cover off to the west through the rest of this evening going into the overnight. A weak disturbance out ahead of the main storm system will cross the area tonight. That could lead to some light flurry activity along and west of I-81, but really not a lot's going to be occurring with this disturbance passing by. Tomorrow, again, more of a partly cloudy sky, so a good mix of the sun and clouds across the entire area tomorrow. And here comes that storm system. It will be crossing the Ohio River Valley and pushing toward the area by Friday morning, but as it does so, it's going to slow down a good bit, and really we're not going to see any sort of precipitation developing until late in the day on Friday, with the bulk of the precip falling Friday night. And there's a look again at those temperatures. Generally, the trend across the northern half of the country is going to be above average conditions, and that includes the four-state region for the next couple of days before we start to see that cool down. Again, we'll be back to just near normal by the weekend, and once that precip ends Saturday morning, we're back to very quiet conditions into early next week.